welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J 1999. Welcome one and all, children of all ages, to the Lunch Stream. What is the Lunch Stream? Well, that's where we just hang out with you good folks for the next hour or so, do some Ross reviews, talk about the game, give you something to listen to during your busy doldrum of your day, just to give you something nice to break up the doldrum, break up the monotony, give you some laughs, be ridiculous. This is what we do. We've got the whole crew here as usual. Dr. Finn's running a little bit behind, so he will be soon, but we got the French Tickler Grande Patron here. We had the French...
Grande left again.
Okay, we had the French Tickler Grande Patron here, and he has pulled the David Copperfield once again. Also, we got the rest of the crew. We got Graham the Mechanic, Stanley the Apprentice, we got Xylo Takedown, and of course we have the one and only Mike Hunt, who's, yesterday we had another fantastic episode of Swear Daughter. And Mike's not there. What in the hell is going on?
It says he's in the chat.
He must be trying to get to his car or something. Oh, good Lord. So welcome everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's hump day. Man, oh man, dude, we got a lot to cover tonight, folks. Good Lord. Would you say, guys, that we have a plethora of notes to discuss tonight on the Wednesday night show?
It's going to be a really big shoe.
Going to be a huge show. Going to be really big. Going to be extraordinarily big. Big shoe. Good Lord. So, if you haven't, a couple things. Subscribe, guys. We really need the subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? You're obviously watching the channel. You like what you see. You're following us. So why don't you just subscribe? Just do it. And then you get the bell and know when we're streaming.
If you haven't subscribed, how about now?
How about now? Good Lord. But we're getting close to 3,300. The goal is to get 3,500, guys. So help us spread the word. Help us. If you got guildmates that haven't joined, get them in here. I think we offer some insightful and helpful information. We also have brain damage, but I mean that's what makes it so fun, right? So, what else does you say? You have two plethoras of stuff to discuss. Oh yes, indeed, man, it's going to be a lot. But we're not going to get too much into the patch notes. We'll do that tonight in the Wednesday night stream, which you can check out. But subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, guys. If you want us to keep doing what you're doing, there's a side of this to keep this going. Monetization, all that stuff. I mean, your subscriptions, your thumbs up, your comments gets us exposure. Exposure just helps the channel grow. So we need your help to keep putting out this great content that you guys love so much, and spread the word, guys. For the Wednesday night show, spread it to your guilds. We put the link into the links there. Just share it with everybody and see if we can get a ton of people there tonight. So that being said, now that we got all the mechanisms out of the way, so let's get into it. So we have a couple of Ross reviews today. Man, they dropped some info on us, man. If you haven't seen, there's a lot of information to cover. But guys, prepare yourself. Double drops are starting on Friday, I believe.
Yes.
So here's a tip, guys. Take it for what it's worth. Do your bare minimum to get your 600 in the next 2 days, right? Especially for Cantina Energy. The way you do this, and here's a helpful tip: just do 3 of the basic what you need for your dailies, and just use three. Go 1A, Cantina, use bare minimum energy, right? For the next couple days. Save your refreshes, save everything. So when you get into Friday, right, you have an astronomical ton of Cantina energy, right? If you're going to save your crystals, right, for Friday, moving forward, because double drops don't happen that often. If you plan accordingly, you will be good to go, right? Do what you bare minimum to do to get your 600, right? Spend as little crystals as possible. A good way to do it is like I do it at 1 o'clock when I get my energy, extra energy at 1 p.m. Eastern. That brings me up to 189. I use 1 crystal refresh, puts me over 300, use it, done. Then that night when I get back to 144, I get the extra Cantina or the energy refresh. That puts me at 189, use another 50 crystal, bam, that puts me over 300. That's 600 right there, right? So do that on the characters that you're hard node farming. then you get your 600 no problem, right? Because it's cyclical for the day, right? Because if you do it at night, then after your whatever your guild shifts, you have to do this after your guild shift. Usually, have to wait after 10 o'clock, but wait till after whenever your guild's turnover is for the for whatever their daily thing is. Then that's when you use your energy, so you get credit towards your 600. Then you wait till the next day, do another 300. Do that for the next couple days. That will really help you get set up, right, to do your whatever you plan on doing, right? Cantina is where it's going to be at, because Cantinas, you can pick a character, crew, or whatever not, having a ton of Cantina energy, and then rock and roll. And then you save all your crystals for Friday event as well. So you're basically doing the bare minimum to be set up for success, right? And if you want to start saving, start investing those now. If you want to get really ahead of the curve, start doing your Cantina 300s a day, and just let your Cantina energy build up to you. I think the max is what, 1200, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Finn said for refresh for energy.
What's the max you can have?
$9.99.
$9.99. So
but
get to
you can
$9.99.
go above that with the. You can go above that with the free energy.
Right. So get like $9.99. Get those free, energy just like that. So you want to set yourself up for success, and so that way when it comes around, you can pick that node or character that you need. And just start, especially if you guys that need Veteran Han and Veteran Chewie. I'm telling you, this is the time to do it. Set yourself up for success. Get that Cantina ready to rock and roll, because this is where you can make a difference. If you do not have JTR and you're trying to get her and be, you need those Viagra brothers. This is how you get them quick, because those double drops, even with the low rate, the turnover on those, you're going to see huge dividends in your return for those Cantina energy battles. So, Paul Morganstone did $5. Says, just got back from shooting 3 guns on vacation. Now I need to climb back up. What is the best way to reclimb the ladder and back on track? Oh, climb back up. Best way is just to do in segments. Do your 5 battles. Do 50 crystals. I would never do 100 crystal refresh. You have to, I would do 10 battles each day. Just climb up, right? It took you that many days to fall down. But if you do 1 refresh and get 10 battles in a day, you should be able to climb up pretty fast. You're not going to do it overnight.
Yeah.
But go the max battles that you can. So, all right. That was my little stick and spiel on what you should be doing. I'm about to start doing it once I get my Cantina at 1 o'clock energy. What is Darth Ryan writing in? Damn. Hold on. One of my guild officers is saying something. Oh Christ! What the piss? Coins now. Wait, what the fuck? Coins now.
What's up?
Wait. Oh, my mouse just is saying something like, what?
Good afternoon.
Okay.
What does our coins
Hey,
do?
Mike.
Did our time change, Xylo, on coins?
No, I don't think the coin times changed.
Oh no. Dr. Darth Ryan in chat says troll.
Oh, I'm about to say, what
So
the hell? Did something change that I wasn't aware of? I'm like, what the fuck?
Way to go, Doc. Way to go.
Son of a
Oh, man. That's funny.
I was looking at that
He
like,
gotcha,
did I
dude.
miss something? Like, I was like, wait a minute, what the? Well played, sir. Well played indeed. Okay. So we have roster reviews to do. Oh, that's alright. I'll get that dick hole back. I have my witchy ways. Alright. So I got a little discombobulated there because Brian wanted to be, well, I'm kind of distracted by 900 things at the moment, Dr. Darth Ryan. But I see much like that. I was like, wait a minute, it just caused me pause because I'm not thinking about it. All something. Well, did I miss something? Because it's hard when you get like Discord's blowing up and things are happening. You're trying to get all this stuff done. You're just like, what? That's right, Dr. Darth Ryan. All right, let's do some roster reviews. First one up is One Worlds Away, and let me see what he wanted us to. Give me a second here. Now that I'm on sidetrack, you guys can also Dr. Darth Ryan. You see his name is the same in Discord. Send us some troll message back saying how he screwed over the show and pushed me back because he was being a butt month. Don't do that. All right, let's see here. We are on 3. So first one is Holy Wall of Text. One World Away. Alright, his main thing is which characters stuff to work on and how to progress my roster. I have 2 Zetas waiting and I'm not sure who to put them on. I also have a few Sith raid teams, but I'm mainly looking to other P2 teams as well as territory war viability. For some reason I feel like I'm missing something when territory war comes around and I still need to pick up more than a couple of victories. Also looking for the most viable Zeta recommendations that help me excel further in PvE content. Currently I'm putting Phoenix on defense with the Zeta Sabine, Nova Ezra, Garrett, Keenan, and Zeb. Don't worry about Phoenix. I plan on a Palpatine Zeta so I can use him in defense with Vader, Stormtrooper, Tarkin, and TFP. Would like to assist further with Zeta Crew or Celestine, but the way I'm set up, I can't find any effective combination that doesn't take away from my offense. Alright, so Rena's not a problem. He's got he's doing fine. So let's look at his characters and let's break down each of his rosters. Someone could look at his Zetas. Let's see where we can go here. So, JTR, R2, BB-8, Asajj. Now, that's one of your teams I can tell you right off the bat. I can tell it's going to be your Night Sister team. So, let's look at this from a team concept, right? Let's filter this by the main teams that you will use in Territory Wars. So, let's just look at, let's see, First Order. Where is it? There.
You want to look at First Order first?
Yeah, let's look at First Order first and then work our way around, right? I think he said he's got crew lead Zeta'd. I don't know if he has 2 on there.
Can we look at Second Order second?
Shut up, Mike! So First Order looks really good. That's a good defensive team. That's one of your defensive teams that you should always have, right? And I think the characters that you have there are totally fine. I would actually get First Order Stormtrooper to...
Are you ready for a Zeta call out?
Yeah, go ahead. If you see something immediately, go ahead and fire.
I found his Zetas. So Asajj, big tick, double Zeta'd. Well done.
Asajj is not Zeta'd?
No, she's 2.
She's got 2. Okay.
Yeah, thumbs up there. BB-8, double Zeta'd.
Very nice.
Ooh. Barriss, Cody. We've got 1 on CLS. Oh, he likes the dark side as well. We've got Maul. We've got Vader. We got Sid. Sid.
Very nice.
Has a Zeta. Krennic. Not Krennic. What am I talking about? Veers.
Who?
Veers is Zeta'd.
Veers.
So, so he's got his Imperials all sorted. He has 1 on unmasked and 1 on masked. Kylos.
Okay.
Leia. He's got Princess Leia Zeta'd.
That's a nice one to have.
And also Old Daka.
Okay. I didn't hear Mother Towson. We'll look. Okay, so Mike, do this. Find me the ones that he's missing. One you I already know is Crew Scarred.
Right, so he's missing Towson, definitely.
Yeah, Towson he's missing, and he's missing Crew Unmasked. That Scarred ability, I'm telling you folks, it is amazing. Especially with your First Order team.
The only one that was really standing out as not being here now, I suppose, currently is Scion. If he's looking at going.
What about
Empire?
JTR done?
Yeah, 2. I think.
JTR 2 on JTR.
Okay. So
and also his R2 is double Zeta'd as well. He's got some nice Zetas here.
He's got some nice Zetas there. I mean, he's got a few pieces he needs to do. So I think we probably need to talk about. Let's talk about TW kind of from a macro level, right?
Right.
So,
hold on. We got $4.99 from Calvin McCoy. Well, thank you very much, Calvin. We really appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. Very kind of you, sir.
Thank you.
So I think we need to say, what is quote unquote pulling your weight in TW?
Right.
My opinion of pulling your weight in TW is 4 character teams on defense, 1 ships team on defense, 4 character wins on offense, 1 ships win on offense. If you're doing that, you are doing quote unquote your fair share for the guild.
Right. And I also can I throw a caveat in there, Grande?
Yeah,
I don't look so
sure.
much at wins. I look at what quality of wins you do. So if I see someone go in there against,
Absolutely.
if I go in somewhere and someone goes in there and beats 3 Emperor Palpatine Zeta teams and doesn't do anything else, for me, those are high quality wins over someone that gets 7 wins but only defeats 1 GTR and defeats a bunch of trash, right? So you have to keep that in context as well.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about 4 wins against high quality teams. You know, if they beat a crew team, they beat a Palp team, they beat a JTR team, and let's say they beat a
ship team,
a ship's team, and then they go in there and they beat one more team, like a Night Sister team or some kind of Thrawn team, or like a second Empire team or a second Sith team. I'm pretty much gonna say they pulled more than their own weight, right? And so when we look at this, it sounds like a lot of his defenses are really good, right? It sounds like he's got a JTR team he can put up. He's got a CLS team he can put up.
We're about to break down the teams and stuff because I want to be specific with him on what he needs to do for each of these teams. I mean, he's got executioner. So my thing is for the team I run is, and I forgot to mention, he's in expanded universe as the guild.
Way to go, expanded universe, guys.
So get your Zeta on crew, right? Another Zeta you might consider and get him up is First Order Stormtrooper. I'm telling you guys, First Order Stormtrooper with the Zeta is a freaking monster.
Totally agree.
My alt 7-starred Fost this morning. Oh, so pleased with that.
Yeah, he's got Executioner, First Order TIE Fighter pilot, but I would take out TIE Fighter pilot, put in Executioner, and your lineup should be Kylo Ren and Mass with Zeta Mass Kylo Ren, First Order Executioner, First Order Officer, and First Order Stormtrooper. The team on defense is sick, right? Now, the AI doesn't use Kylo Ren, right? Zeta Kylo Ren, the old one, not Unmasked, but it gives turn meter to the team. First Order is giving turn meter to the team. Basically, what is happening is that team is constantly giving itself turn meter. It's giving itself back protection. And Executioner, it's just running around Kassan chopping folks. On top of Kylo Ren, when he gets his, there's counters all over the place, and there's assists happen all over the place. And First Order Officer is just feeding turn meter to the team. Even on his special hit, he does turn meter, and then he can use his other ability and give someone specifically turn meter. So it's a team that really works well. There's different combinations you can use. That's just the one I prefer, and I'm really high on First Order Stormtrooper. So one Zeta is definitely Kylo Ren and Mass, and another one you might consider to finish off the First Order team is First Order Stormtrooper. However, we need to look at your Night Sisters and see where your Talzin is at. So let's look at your Night Sisters.
This could be an offense or a defensive team, right?
Yeah, Night Sisters can be a little, let's see. Mother Talzin, she's 6 stars, she's gear 11. Okay, no Zeta. Put the Zeta on Mother Talzin, her unique. Blade Bearer is phenomenal.
And get her to 7 for extra.
Yeah, for that next gear. I mean, I can't take mine to 12 because I'm in the same boat. She's 6 stars, and I'm trying to get her to 7. But after the double drops, that won't be a problem anymore. But you got your Acolyte done. You got a weak zombie. That's a perfect. See, I like this team on offense. I think this is a really good offensive team. So this is one of your offensive teams that you can easily handle a JTR or CLS team. This is a victory rate.
Depends on the guild, but
for the most part, I mean, even Night Sisters against JTR is cash money, dude. And of course, another thing about Territory Wars is if you're at a team where you're 80,000 GP, you're trying to take on 100, fully Zeta max GP team, most likely you're going to lose. You have to pick your battles smartly, right? So, if you're at 90,000, take on someone that's 90, 92, 93, that you're in that range. That 5,000 GP range is where you want to be at for any team that you're facing, right? So that's one. This is one offensive team there. So we've got a defensive team and an offensive team. Your Night Sisters.
Let's talk about his raid team, his Jedi raid.
That team can go either way. You can put them on offense or you can put them on defense, right? So
we already know we're using JTR. We already know we're using BB-8. We're throwing R2 on that team, and then
I would go Resistance Trooper, take out General Kenobi, and either go with an old Ben or a Chopper on your offensive team. That's the one I use, right? Right, so I got to gear Chopper some more.
The only caveat to that is if he had maybe a Holdo, he might put a Holdo on that team. That's the only caveat I'd say to that. But most people don't have 7-star maxed out Holdo.
Right, but that's something you can farm. I mean, you know, that's another great piece you can put on there. I have not farmed Holdo or Rose yet, mainly because Talzin's a priority, Wicked's a priority. Those are Zetas that you get.
Without a
Zombie,
doubt,
you know, so you know, Sign's about to come out, so Sign's I'm going to be all in there. That's 4 characters I'm hard node farming like a mother. And so now if I get Talzin done, then maybe I'll go do Holdo and Rose or something, or Varys, or what's it? This is Mar, you know. So it just depends. I don't really need Visas because my Hermit Yoda's about to be done, so she's not a vital piece because Yoda does the same thing she does in a sense. So it depends on what you're doing, but definitely Night Sisters is an offensive team. So let's look at Troopers. I bet they're going to be fine, but let's just look anyway. This is another. This is another
gear.
Yeah, so this is another offensive team. You're good here. I like you got the 5 main cogs. This is a great offensive team. Night Sisters, they work really well on any Rebel team. They work really good against. Phoenix teams they work really well against because once you get this team going with the bonuses, I mean, good God, once this team Troopers get going, then you're Jesus Christ, they're unstoppable. All right, so Troopers look good. That's another offensive team. Let's look at JTR can be offense or defense. So we've got 4 teams for you, pretty much that you look pretty solid on. Got to get First Order Stormtrooper up, but you can have your First Order locked in. So the 2 Zetas you should do, we've already answered that one. Put the one on Scarred on Crew. Do the other one on Mother Talzin on Unique. Empire. So this is the thing, though, we may have to... I put that as a caveat on the Zetas because he was saying he wanted to do...
he doesn't have EP's lead Zeta yet.
So that's the thing there.
And his EP is
it's Gear
12.
It's Gear 12. All right, so EP Zeta is a must. It's just the way it is. So you're going to have to make a choice. You can get away with Crew not having Scarred only if you have First Order Stormtrooper ready to go. Your First Order on defense needs the Scarred ability. I'm trying to think, can he get away with Night Sisters without Plague Bearer on Talzin? Because this is the thing we're going to have to decide,
That's
guys.
the leadership, right?
No, it's here Unique.
Oh.
Yeah, Talzin's Unique. So Palpatine, I think we all can agree on this one. He has to Zeta immediately.
How far away from unlocking Traya is he?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't even looked at a Sith yet. I'm just looking at Empire.
Yeah, no, just
Vader,
wondering
but
but he'll still want Palp's lead, yeah.
Yeah, Palp's lead because Palp with Vader stuff. But let's look at your Sith, see where your Sith are because we can throw
Scion's 3-star gear 8.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to work on Scion if you really. I mean, you can use other tanks in that team. I mean,
Sith Trooper 7-star gear 7.
Yeah, you could go Sith Trooper. He's a bitch to. You got to get your Nihilus up. That's the.
He's gonna have...
If I remember correctly, he has a gear 12 Shore Trooper.
He does. He can use Short Trooper just fine with the Emperor Palpatine team. So you can go Short Trooper, and on your Trooper team, you could go regular Stormtrooper on that team. Get him geared up as well. Yeah. If you don't want to use, if you want to keep Short Trooper for your Imperial Trooper team, you could go Royal Guard on that team. I put that team on defense. It does just fine because it's really about Palps and Vader, and then who else you throw in there. Yeah, I think you're going to need to put the Zeta on Palpatine. You're going to have to, and I would say you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to finish First Order and put the Zeta on Crew and his Scarred, which is an auto taunt and does a lot of stuff for you? Or do you want to go Towson on your Night Sisters. So that's the thing you're going to have to kind of decide what's going to be best for you and your guild. Now, Thane wants to know, Grande, does he pull his weight in Territory Wars? Grande's not here to answer that, so okay. But your roster looks pretty damn solid, dude. I mean, Phoenix is just a team you throw out there. You know, you could throw out a Sith team. You have, you need to get your Nihilus up. Nihilus needs some work. You need to get him to gear 11 at least, as soon as possible. Now, another team that I use on offense, and I want to see where you are. Just go lights. Now, the team that I like to use as a CLS or JTR killer, and it's a really good one, is GK Xeris, right? That team is extraordinarily good. And the team that you want to run, I'm just looking to see. He does have General Xeris.
He's got Xeris.
He does have Xeris. Okay, so the GK Xeris Rex 5s. And I use Nihilus on that team, right? Because on Empire I throw Tarkin, Palpatine, Vader. Who's the other one?
Sith Trooper?
Yeah, I have a tank in there, and then usually it's like Royal Guard or Sith Trooper. I use on my Sith team that I usually put on defense. I just put a low. It's like 80,000 GP, but it's one of those teams. Like, okay, this is just what I have. I haven't really worked on them enough. They're like gear 9, gear 10. But that team is an automatic win team on offense. It really is, because you have 2 taunters. They can't crit you. You're getting healed all the time, and you just use Nihilus to basically keep their cooldowns going. It doesn't matter whether it's a Chase CLS team or a JTR team. They cannot get to your Nihilus, and you just wreck them. It's an unbelievably good team. So I really like that team, especially against CLS. CLS especially. If you run up against CLS, a GK Xeris team with that lineup will really kick ass. Oh, he's got Hermit Yoda at 7 stars too. Hell, even on I tell you, I ran into a team that had, what was it? It was JTR, BB-8,
R2, Hermit Yoda, and Holdo,
or one was a Resistance Trooper too. That team was a pain in the ass, dude, on defense, because
that team is awesome because it generates protection back.
Yep.
And it generates health back.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the reason why. And you got all these characters going over and over and over again. That's a really great defense team, by the way.
Unless I'm employing Foresight, I hate Foresight.
Yeah. So that's another team you could run as well. Hermit Yoda on defense on that team is sick. He's.
Have we looked at it? Have we looked at his mods? Is part of the reason why he's having some.
I haven't looked at his mods. I was just looking at characters he has available for teams. So we've given him a bunch of characters that he can use in different situations.
I did the standard, just stuck speed secondaries on his mods and scroll down to the bottom. The slowest one was 12.
Nice.
So he's got good mods. He doesn't have lots and lots of speed mods. That was the only thing that I noticed, was maybe he could work on speed mods with secondary speed.
Yeah.
But he's got that. But he's got that same deal, right? He's got a lot of use for that Cantina energy.
Yep.
We've already talked about 2 or 3 characters I think that he needs to farm in there, and so he's probably gonna have to do he's probably has to do the 2 days mods, 5 days characters routine until we get to a point where he's got the majority of those pieces, whether it's what he's got some of those other characters done.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to be camped on 6A for the entire double drop.
Oh, for Scion?
No, for the Omegas.
Oh, for the Omegas?
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to say that Omegas, that might be one of the better ideas right there, since Omegas are considerably harder to get than anything else.
Oh, I thought I was just going to buy the freaking packs.
Nice.
You will, you.
Are they coming back?
No, they're making a ship's Omega pack.
I've got 14 of them at the moment, and I won't deploy until I can do at least 2 ships. I only have 1 max ship at the moment, which is a Baron. Ooh. And the new abilities as well. It's getting exciting, isn't it?
Oh, I'm very excited for the ship part, man.
I just thought it was a banana.
That's going to be awesome.
All right. So mods, just need some speed mods. We've given you some good team that you can use on both sides of the coin. You know, some different ideas. You've got a lot of great pieces. You've got a lot of good options for you. So that should give you a good, solid base that you can use for defensive teams, offensive teams, right? You definitely want to keep
good inventory.
Yeah, you've got, you can use JT on offense. You could probably leave her on defense and still be good because you have the CLS team. You can go CLS, OG Han, Chase, and like one more Captain Han Solo, right? Or Ahsoka Tano. The team I run is on defense is CLS with Han, Old Ben, Ahsoka, and Captain Han, and it does really good on defense, right? And you've already got the majority of those pieces set up. But that's another team you can leave on defense as well. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, I didn't clock how fast his Poe was, but
resistance.
He's got a Zeta Finn. He's got a great second resistance squad to go against Crew.
Yeah.
Because Crew doesn't like Zeta Finn.
No. But it comes down to how fast your Poe is.
Yep. Need a quick Poe.
That's another team you can use on offense against a Crew. And resistance on lower teams can do really well too. It just depends on how fast
and a T-shirt.
Christ.
Mike Hunt needs a quick Poe.
Oh,
yes.
Lord.
There's a T-shirt in itself.
I'm not talking to you anymore today.
No. Bomb lips coming out.
So those are some ideas for you, One World Away. Let us know what you think, and we'll rock and roll from there. So let's go to the next one. This is Drewman65 from RoboForce Yavin 4. Of course, this is Andrew Bruce's one? Let me see here. Andrew Sweeney, I'm sorry.
Whoop, whoop. Andrew Sweeney. Whoop, whoop.
My mods are a mess. Mostly looking for how to mod my
his mods are a mess.
Stormtrooper SDH teens. Maybe some tweaks and mods for Arena or Territory Wars. Then I'll have 4 Zetas in a few days, so which tunes could best use them. So we've got 4 Zetas to work with and some mods. He's doing fine Arena, so
yeah, but his speed secondary mods are all over the place.
All right, break it down. So we got 4 Zetas to work with. So just looking at his characters, someone wants to look at Zetas, someone looks at mods, and then tell us what we need to do here.
I think he definitely needs to go through and pull all his speed secondaries off people, put them all on his Arena team, and then work on the rest, because they're spread out.
He's got a 7-star Darth Scion. Jesus Christ. Mike, you went Roboto. Okay. He's got a lot of good characters here. Wampa's, he's got Yoda Gear 11, 7-starred. Wampa's Gear 12, 7-starred. He's got the full Palpatine team. He's got Hermit Yoda in 7 stars of Gear 11, so you can use him for all your teams. So Phase 1 for Heroic Sith, JTR, throw in BB-8 R2, Trooper, and put in Hermit Yoda. Win. Phase 2, use whatever team, throw in Hermit Yoda, win. Phase 3, Chex Mix with the Hermit Yoda if you want, win. You're going to do some nice damage with that. Hermit Yoda's your piece. Now, if he dies during your run, you just back out and go back in. As long as Yoda's the last man surviving, then you'll be fine. Because he'll just retreat out, and then you can keep using him. He's a fantastic little green toad. That's what makes him really good. So that's the first suggestion we can offer you on your Sith Heroic. You've got the pieces to do great damage. You've got the Chex Mix team, it looks like. You've got JTR. I think it's just probably you have 4 Zetas that you say you're looking to use. Someone look and see what Zetas he doesn't have on characters and can make some suggestions. And then Grim, on mods, you're saying he's all over the place. So what would you recommend for him to do?
He might want to look into going through and just completely ripping all the speed secondaries off of all the characters that he's got, because they're spread out so much. Like let's see here, the almost the bottom of the list is where his arena team has their mods.
Oh God, that's not going to work.
But yeah, they're spread out all over the place.
So pick the team that you're going to run, and then so basically what you do is you use this site we're on, StarWarsGalaxyHeroes.gg. You use your mod thing, the mod tool, and you basically look for what's the best speed mod secondary stuff for your arena team. Once that team's done, right, then you put it on GG, right? Save it, and that team's saved, so those mods are saved, so they're removed from your list of pile of mods. We don't know what mods you don't have. This is only for the characters, mods on your characters. You may have some mods sitting there that you maybe can use. I don't know. That's the thing we don't know about. You know, it's just not something we can look at. So do that, then work on your next team. So you do JTR, whatever team you have first, then go down the list. What's the team that I'm going to be using next? And then start working your way down that way. Once you complete that team, put it on GG, save it, then it shows you what mods you have left. Do the next team, save it, then you go down. That's the fastest way. It's a little bit of work, but it's quick, because all you do is you go to the mods, look at your secondaries, where they're at, what's the fastest secondary for your PvP team for each character, knock it out, right? And if you need specific help, you got Discord for it. But that's the fastest way to do it. Grim's right, you need to go from...
We do have mods all over the place. The way you said it, Ranger, is perfect. Infinity's done a video about how to actually use the mods you have and pull them off. He's done a lot to make EDA fast. He's done a lot to make CLS fast, but then he's running a Rex Wampa team in Arena. So we need to put these mods on your Arena. I mean, he's got double-digit mods. He's got double-digit speed mods all the way down.
Speak up, Grindr. We can barely hear you, bud.
We got double-digit speed mods all the way down to the bottom of the first page.
Actually, hey, Mike, can you mute your mic, please?
Yeah, all I was just going to say is mod responsibly. Do it sober.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Effectively, what needs to happen, though, is that you're going to have to take some time, on a Saturday where you've got your phone and your computer and mod your arena team first. My guess is he could be top 10 in arena. He's
been number 1. He's averaging in the top 10, so he could really dominate if he just remodded his PvP team.
Agreed.
Especially with the lineup he's running with Wampa and Rexon and Towson.
He's got a great team. He should be able to.
And he's got a lot of speed set with speed secondaries.
Yeah, you can make your team disgusting.
And actually, it looks like none of them are on his arena team.
Oh my God. The fact that you're in top 10 without the top mods, think about that for a second, Andrew. If you modded your team correctly, how much disgustingly more dominant you would be. That's less work for you to do in the long run, because that team could hold really well on defense. Especially if they're modded with speed incorrectly. Oh my God. Well, Andrew, I can tell you this right now, buddy. If you hate Arena and you mod your team correctly, you won't have to do as much. So think about that for a second. If you mod your team correctly with the lineup that you have, with the high speed and everything, people will not want to fight you and face you, dude. That's the whole purpose of this. Drop less, play. If you can stay top 20. If the most you drop is like 12 in a day, 2 matches and you're done, right? You get into the top 5, whatever your rotation is, and then you're done. Maybe you do one battle. I mean,
Ranger's exactly right. If you mod correctly, you probably won't drop out of the top 20. People will choose a different opponent because they don't have 100% win ratio against you. You know, it only takes me losing 2 or 3 times to a guy to realize, oh, it's not 100% chance I'm going to win against this guy. So let me just skip and go for the guy 1 notch down or 2 notches down from where he's at, where I know I have a 100% chance of winning against this guy.
Yeah, that, and when it comes to like most arena fights, a lot of people don't like fights that last longer than like 2 minutes. So if it takes longer than 2 minutes to fight your squad, more than likely they're gonna pick somebody that takes a lot less time for them to beat.
Yeah,
Right.
or they don't win all the time. If they don't win all the time, you know, if they actually lose, you know, 2 out of 7 times they fight you, they're gonna go somewhere else.
So there is method behind the madness, bro. So your biggest thing is scratch everything. Start from the beginning. Look for the best speed secondary mods for your team. And if you have questions, hit us up. We'll tell you. We'll look at it and tell you what mods. I mean, it take Ronnie like a couple minutes or Grim a couple minutes to go. No, put this mod here. Do this, and then you're good to go. And then just save your team, and then start remodeling your teams down. Start with your teams that you can use for territory wars and territory battles. Do those, you know, heroic Sith raid. Mod them the way you need to have them modded. And you only once you do it, then it's really just a matter of just maintaining it. You know, if you get a better mod, you just go to one of your characters like, oh, 2 more speed I can put on JTR. Okay, will that help? No. What about this character? And then you're supplementing what you've already done.
Agreed.
So, but if you have questions about that, Mr. Sweeney, you know where to hit us up, man. But that's our recommendation. Start from scratch. Go look at, pull up GG, pull up all your mod secondaries, and then rock and roll. Get your PvP team done, and then start working your way down. Do Emperor Palpatine, do JTR, do all that stuff. All those characters you're going to be using, work your way down, and then from there, it takes care of itself. Once you do it once, and you don't have to F around with it anymore.
Agreed.
So, all right. So those are the 2 roster reviews. And of course, if you guys have more questions, hit us up in Discord. We'd be more glad to help you. That's what we do here. All right, let's get to some questions.
Okay, Weird C question: what are the best first order comps for the Sith raid without Xylo?
Without Zeta Kylo, there's a lot of them. If you want to do non-Zeta Kylo, you're gonna end up with Crew Unmasked, double Zetaed. You're going to end up with First Order Stormtrooper. You're going to end up with First Order or Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot. You're going to end up with and First Order Officer. Is that 4 or 5?
That's 4. You can get away with TIE Fighter Pilot because he crits a lot.
You could get away with regular TIE Fighter Pilot as well. But it would basically be everybody except for Phasma and Kylo and regular Kylo Ren. Right? Because there's 7 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, you could go First Order. For First Order, you could go Kylo Ren and Mass, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Officer, First Order Executioner, and
that too,
and TIE Fighter, one of the TIE Fighter pilots, and that team is just as good. You know, I just like Xylo a little bit more because he gets turn meter and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, but yeah, that team's can be just as effective, especially if you mod it correctly.
Yeah, one thing I'd like for First Order is you gotta put Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot in there because he will speed up the entire team.
Yeah,
because he gives everybody speed up. So. And that AoE does crit very, very often, so he usually ends up being able to go again right after he uses it.
Yep. That's science. All right, next question.
JLY9. Question: should everyone be hoarding energy and Cantina energy for double drops this weekend?
Yes. I don't think there's any... yes. We disagree.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I would basically say that everybody should be hoarding Cantina at this point.
Right.
Everybody should probably be. You know, you could work your way up and max out for the weekend. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Just buy it and don't spend it. I mean, do your 600, but buy it and don't spend it, basically.
There you go.
OG Max 7. Question, better to focus on higher or lower energy nodes for double drops? For example, 12s versus 20s.
Lower if you can.
Lower if you can, but sometimes character that you need dictates what you have to do. If you need the Viagra Brothers, you're stuck doing 16. It's just the way it is. But again, it'll pay off for you. I'm serious about those veterans. If you guys do not take advantage of this and get your veterans, I got nothing for you when you come back and say, I don't have them ready. There's no reason on this planet that you should, after double drops, for how many days are they lasting? 3 days for the weekend? That you should not,
I think.
Yeah, that's more than enough time and worth the investment to where you can have a vast majority of your farming done of those two characters. Then you have, but other than that, like if you look at where I'm at, I'm just farming characters that I'm trying to work on. Scion, Wicked, Talzin, right? Zombie. Those are the 4 I've been working on, right? And so this hard node, I mean, I'll save up my energy and use crystal refreshes. I mean, hell yeah, I use 150 crystal refreshes and stuff because it'll help me get the characters faster. So, you just have to be smart about it. But pick a character, stay on target, and then just work on that character. Can't do them all, but if you're strategic about where you use that energy and which characters are important, then you'll be fine. All right, next question.
Thane Kyrell, question, Mace is now on the light side hollow table. Is that a hint from CG that his rework is on the way?
Oh, who's on the light side hollow table?
Mace Windu.
Is he?
Oh, he's probably not. It's just a way for them to troll us. It's like getting Chewy shards.
Oh yeah.
I think you missed the MF in the middle.
They did put First Order Executioner in there. I kind of like that with Colorado. I was like, oh, okay, I see what you did there. Okay. You got the new Chewy, the new Han, JTR, CLS. I just noticed that. All right, next question.
Grand Admiral of the Republic. Question, should I take IPD to Gear 12, or should I just gear it up enough to get through the special mission and Darkside territory battles? Also, hey Ranger, do you like me now? TM, LOL.
There's only one true Emperor.
So IPD. In order to finish the Darkside territory battle mission, I had to get him up to Gear 11 and put a Zeta on him. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, he is really squishy even at Gear 11. I mean, Gear 12 does make him considerably more survivable.
Yeah, I don't think you have to get him to. I don't think you have to get him to Gear 12. I think with the right comp, which is going to be Veers, Stark, and potentially you need to save one of your taunts, whether it's Stormtrooper or whether it's Shore Trooper, and then make sure Veers and Stark and Snow and IPD are on the team. You can make it work. The challenge is going to be that I could not complete it until I Zetaed my IPD. Once I Zetaed my IPD, it was much easier. And that's with all of those characters being Gear 11, not Gear 12. With decent mods. Not great mods, but decent mods. Single digit speed and speed arrows. And the correct primary and step on it.
I like an IPD to Fulcrum Ahsoka. Without the Zeta, it's not the same beast.
Yeah, I agree.
Slap a Zeta on it. Yep.
Contingent 33. Question. So to get to the 999, you have the 45 refresh, but then do you just buy the 3 100 refreshes per day?
Yes.
And remember, you can buy one over the 999.
Right.
And you can keep getting energy beyond 999, but it's only when you get the energy refreshes.
Right.
Yeah, the free ones.
JLY9. Question: with Cyan being farmable soon, what is optimal mod setup and speed for him in arena in a traditional Palp lead team?
Speed, health, and protection.
Agreed.
I concur.
Yeah,
That
if you
team
get
is
potency is important, but it's not as important. If you can get secondaries on your speeds that have some potency in there mixed in, it's okay. But you're getting that potency from Palpatine, so
Agreed.
it's not. It's nice to have as an extra bonus, but it's speed with lots of health and protection. Done. That's all you need to worry about.
potentially I would take defense primaries if I couldn't get health and I couldn't get protection primaries. If
That's
the speed
fine
was
too.
right, and if the speed was right, if it procced decent potency, if it procced decent health or protection.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Grande dropping the science.
Science.
Clayton Benjamin, question: with the double drops coming, should I farm mods or shards?
It would depend on what he's doing. If
It's
he's
also, I'm not sure. Are we sure we're getting mods as double drops?
yes,
Yes.
Okay. I think again, it depends on what you need, right? Here's the deal. You already have 100% guaranteed drop rate with mods. So I probably would not recommend that you farm mods. I would probably recommend that you farm character shards, because double is better than what you're getting right now, and you already have 100% drop rate on mods. Unless you're just terrible on mods. I mean, like you've got 30, 40, 50 characters not modded or not modded well.
all that, and the you also have a chance of getting no shards. And double a 0 is still 0.
Yeah, but I'd still say characters.
But yeah,
I mean, I'd say characters over. I mean, look, here's the thing: is there's not one shard in there that's got a drop rate of 0, right? They have a drop rate of like 33% or something, right? 1 out of 3. They have a 20% drop rate, which means effectively what they've done is they've changed the drop rate from 25% or 33% to 66%, right? Mods, they've changed from 100 to 200. Unless you need mods desperately and you've got a bunch of characters and you've overly farmed characters, I would tell you to farm Cantina nodes over mods. That's normally what I tell people to do, unless you're flush, man. But I'm not even flush in Cantina right now. I'm gonna have two characters I'm working on.
All right, next question.
Dick Nielsen, question: I would like to support you guys, but I don't want to give 30% to YouTube. Would rather see you guys get my money in your pocket directly. Do I get RSG VIP status if I send it to Rangers PayPal?
It's not Rangers PayPal, it's RSG PayPal. I just have to use my name as the account holder on there. It says RSG on there, but it also has my name. I hate PayPal with that regard.
I know, but here's the thing. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Ranger will
and no.
Ranger and
well, hookers and below. Goddamn, I deserve something, for my hard work. No. But joking aside, yeah, just go to the homepage on YouTube. Just hit support the channel, and you can send money directly to us.
And we will make sure that between Finn and Ranger, they work it out where you get into VIP.
Yeah, just once you do that, and just once you send the donation, just send a message to Finn saying, "Hey, I donated this," and he'll get you VIP status. That's not a problem whatsoever. Yeah,
and just to clarify, that'll give you VIP status on the Discord, not on the YouTube channel.
Right. The only way you can get the only way you get that icon is to become a sponsor. So when you see people with the icon next to their name, that means that they are a sponsor for $4.99 a month. So they give $4.99 a month to us, and they can use the emojis and stuff like that. We can't change that. I wish we could. I wish we had control over that, but that's the way YouTube has it set up, unfortunately. So, we can't really do anything with the chat in that regard. We have limitations. So the VIP, we have a lot of cool stuff that goes on the VIP. People get access to early stuff, things that we're working on, vids, some of the things that we do specifically for our VIPs. So it's a good deal. And you have full access to us at any time. So that's the way it works. But yeah, just go to the YouTube homepage, says support our channel, and you just donate that way. All right, next question.
Nathaniel Morgan, question, is it worth refreshing Scion node or finish my other projects? I don't have Scion or Shuttle.
Scion.
Yeah, I'd say finish up Scion, because
Scion's the way to
once
go.
you get Treya, you'll be like, oh, I am glad I farmed Scion.
Right. That's science. All right, next question.
Okay. Matthew Simpson, would crew, First Order officer, the First Order TIE duo, and First Order Stormtrooper be a decent First Order team until Fox is 7-star?
Yeah, that could hold you over.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, First Order is very interchangeable. Some just pieces will work better than others, but they're still pretty decent with any combination you can come up with. So yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, pretty much any combination that doesn't include Phasma.
All right, next question.
Neil Hamp, question, what do you think of this turn meter team? Rex Lead, Zeta Thrawn, Double Zeta Crew, Zeta Nihilus, and Zeta First Order Stormtrooper. If I were to replace someone with Fox, who could I replace and get away, and who could I get away with crew lead? And could I get away with a crew lead?
I'll let someone else answer this.
You could possibly get away with a crew lead, since you're using 2 First Orders and they're both tanks, both taunting tanks. It'll keep them alive a lot longer to protect Rex, Nihilus, and Thrawn. But
yeah, I'm thinking about that.
But if you were to replace somebody who... Well, if you end up going with a crew lead and you want to put Fox in, you can ditch Rex. Or Nihilus.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, Thrawn is priceless, even in a First Order team. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Thane Kyrell, question for Grande. Do I pull my weight in territory wars?
Yeah, I asked him that already. Grande said no.
Vito Anto, question, I only have Marauder to farm. Mods or him?
I'd say him. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Who's you got to farm?
Marauder. Sith Marauder.
God damn, I was paying him a PvP match. I'm going to lose.
Yeah, he's a bit of a... He's a handy additional platoon filler and Sith filler. Which is a shame. Should be better. He's Sith.
Well, he does give AoE potency up.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I mean,
his special ignores armor. That's about it.
Christ.
Yeah, but I mean, he can crit quite high. I mean, I've had him crit like 40k on his AoE, and it's like, whoa. He's
I mean, I have seen him, do really decent, mainly in TW, because he reduces opponent's max HP every time he hits him with the saber throw.
Yes. Oh yeah, of course.
And it stacks. So
I'll target one person and just keep hitting them. Die. Die again.
All right. Next question.
Okay, Ewokin question: will you play my ships for me, Grande?
Oh, I can tell you. No, race side piece. I wasn't paying attention and I did that wrong. I totally did that wrong. Ugh. I had to beat that team. I just hit the wrong thing because I'm trying to read chat and everything else. Christ.
Well, as long as you don't Zeta your first order TIE pilot, you'll be fine.
I don't think any of us like playing ships right now. We're just all really excited for the update right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm very interested in what that's going to bring.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And the fact...
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, and the fact that possibly the Geonosians and Resistance pilot might actually be worth something.
Yeah.
Might be useful. I'll be like, whoa! Year and a half in the making.
That's science.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to which ships got reworked, because they said that they reworked a couple of them. So maybe the Geonosians won't suck anymore. Maybe Funsack will actually be fun.
All hail the spy.
Mm-hmm. That's science.
Owen Jones, I've got a question. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Good relations with the Wookiees I have. Go, I will.
Matthew Simpson, what's your favorite heroic Rancor auto team?
I use JTR, Thrawn, CLS, BB-8, and Jin.
Ooh, me. I use Wedge, Biggs, CLS, Raidhan, and Hermit Yoda.
Oh, here's me you have.
I still use the classic one, the Zader lead with
Sure.
Tarkin, Jin, OG Han, and Bistan. Bistan, that was his name, yes.
That's right, business, eh?
I do it with a non-zeted Vader. Vader, Jin, Thrawn, Tarkin, and Gar Saxon. And that's solos.
The best hairstyle in the game.
Mm-hmm. And he has little flames jet out of his rocket back. Each time he goes up in the air. It's cool.
Ski Trooper question: will Master Ranger bring fried porgs for the Wookiees?
God. You need to do the Yoda voice today. Porgs? Are there other white meat? Delicious they are. Healthy, nutritious.
Part of your 5 a day.
Oh. All right. And last but not least, let's do... How many more questions we got, Saintly?
2.
All right, let's do the last 2 then.
Okay, we got a question from Infinity. Question for Ranger: what's the ETA on Revan coming to the game?
Go to hell, Infinity.
Soon, TM.
Yeah, not this year.
Maybe late this year,
I doubt it, but
probably not.
I would love to be pleasantly surprised, but I ain't gonna hold my breath, brah. And I understand it. I mean, it's a big character, so I mean, I'd rather... Patience is a virtue. It'll be here when it gets here. You know, honestly, I think it's once people have got Traya and Scion and Nihilus and everything pretty much where they can look at the data and say, okay, the majority of people have him at this level, then they'll say, okay, maybe it's time to do the legendary or epic or whatever they're going to do for Revan event. You know, so... And you bet your ass I will be buying all the packs on that mother. Now watch him put it to where I have to do like an event to get them, and I'll be like, son of a...
Well, that and Revan also is quite a controversial character. If they were to not make him good, oh man, it would be a nuclear fallout.
Yes. Yes. All right, last question.
Mr. Pennypinch, question: since the Geonosians are changing in ships, are they getting a rework to their characters?
Not that I know of. Anybody know anything about that? Or
we honestly don't know if the Geonosian ships are getting changed.
No.
All the ships are getting a rework.
Me saying that was wishful thinking. They said that there are a couple ships that got a rework. They didn't say which ships.
Fine.
So we'll have to see when the patch drops.
One of the major packs to buy for the new ship update includes all three of the Geonosians and the ships.
Well, you need the Geonosians, otherwise you can't unlock the ships. You got to unlock the pilots, haven't you? I think that's why they're in the packs, because not everyone, for example, may have unlocked Spy. If you didn't play the game in 2015-16, you might not have done anything with Geonosian Soldier, and you probably sure as hell haven't done anything with Poggle. And you shouldn't, because Poggle.
Also, real quick too, I think that they would probably rework the tunes themselves around when they redo the Separatist faction, as opposed to the ships getting reworked. They're not just going to rework the tunes as well. It's just strictly focusing on the ships aspect of the game right now.
Yeah.
Ski Trooper says the Game Changer said Geonosian ships got changed specifically.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that one then.
Well, I've got them done. I just have the only thing I have to do for Geonosians is just get Spy to 7 stars. Which I may do, because I have nothing to farm with Cantina Energy. I really don't. I'm looking to see what I can farm. It might be the one I do. I was like, oh, let's see. We'll see. I did this one. No. Can't do that one. No, I did that one already. So, yeah. I mean, I guess I could do... Yeah, so...
Who would have ever thought that you'd one day be saying, well, maybe I should farm Geospy?
I don't really have anything to farm. It's either him or Super Pooper Trooper out of Cantina. I mean, I've done all the other characters. I'm serious. Those are pretty much the last two I have. I'm trying to figure out, like, I mean, Clone Wars Chewbacca? No.
They're very similar characters, actually. Pooper and Spy.
You know. Their crew, so I mean, it helps, right?
Also, remember, one of the big fixes in the patch is they realigned his spear to line up with his hand.
Oh. I guess I could do Zombie Spirit, but I mean, do I really? It's like, okay, I guess.
No, really have to.
I mean, it's not like I need her.
Pokemon.
Collect them all, Pokemon. All right. So I think that's it for today. We got a really, really big show tonight. That's I can say that unequivocally. We're gonna have so much to cover tonight. So
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, you should. And if you could spread the word, let's try to get 300 people watching us. We've done it before. Damn, we've been in there 400, but we usually about getting there 150, 200 range usually on our shows. But let's make it a big show tonight. See if we can spread the word. So if you're watching this is the lunch stream. Of course, you're watching this on RSG. Thanks for everybody for being here. We get the entire crew. Mike's not part of the crew. We have the Stoner Jedi Xylo here as well. Mike, Grim the Mechanic, Sanely the Apprentice. Dr. Finn didn't do anything, but he's always lurking. And, of course, Grande the French Tickler Patron. So, yeah, check us out tonight. It's going to be a big, epic show. We got a lot to cover and break down. And, we'll get lots of questions and things of that nature. So, check us out 8 p.m. Eastern on this channel. Spread the word. Let's see what we can do about getting a ton of people watching. So, 8 Eastern, U.S. So, anything else anybody wants to add?
Like and subscribe and click the bell icon, please, if you want to see more awesome content from these guys.
That's right. Now, just to let you know, after tonight's show, maybe we'll do some Battlefront, but then tomorrow, Thursday, probably till Tuesday next week, I will be out of town. I'm not gonna have the capability. I'm really gonna be really busy. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'll be spending time with my mom, doing a lot of projects and doing some other stuff with her. I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm taking a little break. Don't worry, we'll have the lunch streams, fins on top of it like a blue bonnet. So don't you guys worry about that. Battlefront, Vincel will be possibly doing some Battlefront streams, but they'll be a little bit lax. I'm gonna take my Xbox with me, for Christ's sakes. But there's plenty of Battlefront 2. There's plenty of Battlefront 2's content out there for you guys. We got 60 plus episodes. So what were you gonna say, Xylo?
Hey, sign me up for some Battlefront tonight too, bro.
Yeah, it'll be after the stream. We'll do some Battlefront. So get that last fix in before I head out. So, and we'll be back next week with some more Battlefront 2 stuff. So, but yeah, I've been streaming like a madman. But if you haven't checked out, any of the Battlefront stuff, check it out, man. There was some funny crap yesterday that happened. I'm not going to tell you once you go watch the episode. It was ridiculous. But we have a lot of fun. It's just us. This is what we do at RSG. We just hang out, have a good time, talk about the games, chill. It's what it's all about. Hanging out with your friends and just having a good time playing the game. So, all right. On behalf of myself and the crew, everyone have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.